Hi everybody, we are in Connie's kitchen outside at the Unicorn Festival. We have some unicorns with us here today, and I'm going to get something on the grill right now. This is all about safe and easy grill cooking. The chicken is cleaned. I have soaked the skewers overnight, and I'm going to put them on these skewers loosely and throw them directly on the grill. And instead of marinating, we're going to baste them, because that way I don't have things sitting in a marinade for a long time. You really have to be aware of that sort of thing this time of year. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to get the chicken on right away, and then we'll start talking. So today we've got the Unicorn Festival, and all sorts of folks coming out, more arriving. And we've got games, and we've got artisans, we've got food, we've got unicorns, and in just a little while we're going to have a unicorn wedding. And that is actual people being married by a unicorn. So far the unicorns up here haven't really paired off. All right, so I have started. I got the grill screaming hot. I'm going to use spray. Stand way back when you use spray because of that. Okay, we're all about safety today. All right, loosely packed on the skewer. Let's get the chicken started. And then I made up 2 different marinades for this batch. One is kind of a sweet mango with a little bit of heat. And the other one, believe it or not, started out with an apple jelly base. And that's got a little bit of heat to it too, some jalapeno. I made that recently and I was told it was very good. So I'm making it again. And then we're going to serve this over just a light green salad. And you notice I'm wearing gloves today. Handling chicken outside, it's a good idea. Anything hits the floor, let it go. Chicken is all about keeping it cold until you're ready to cook it, and then cooking it through to at least an internal temperature of 165. And I've got a thermometer to check that with. So there we go. And you know what I just discovered? It can be really tough with these oversized gloves to handle wet chicken and try to put it on the skewer. But we're doing it. We're doing it. It is such a beautiful day out here. Couldn't have asked for better weather. Our artisans are here. We have Iris with her fabulous fabric for every occasion, aprons, and ooh, I should get your unicorn apron, Iris. And all sorts of beautiful pot covers and table runners, and you name it, I think she makes it. They're just gorgeous. We have Ginger over there with her fabulous Hi, Bri.
What's going on?
We're cooking.
Just got my apron back from the dry cleaner.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, you're very particular about your aprons. You want to keep an eye on what's going on the grill for me? I will get you tongs in just a moment.
Both eyes.
Both eyes, preferably. So Ginger's here with her natural, beautiful skin products, her soaps, her lotions, her facial scrub, which I love. All beautiful, all pure. I tell you, I put that facial scrub on and my skin just comes alive. It's wonderful. And who else do we have? We have, I'm going to say this wrong, Michigan beach glass. Does that sound right? Okay. Beautiful, all sorts of jewelry and hangings, and it's just, it looks so delicate, but I guess since it's been rolling around in the surf, it's not as delicate as it looks, but it certainly is beautiful. All right, we'll get these started. Did Brian just leave? Brian's a good guy, but he's a little inconsistent. He's here, he's gone, he comes back. All right, now I also sanitized all my equipment before I brought it out. I don't want to reach in because I got chicken on my hands. So I'm going to do this. Got my tongs, got my thermometer. I'm very careful, I got 2. And I have my basting brushes. Now what I've done is I have marinade that I brought outside, and then I've reserved some inside. There's some still in, because once I start marinating with this, I'm not going to want to use it again. So this first one is absolutely luscious. It's mango, it's red pepper, it's red onion, salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon. I'm just going to baste that right on there. This is the part Brian was supposed to be doing, but he disappeared. Woo! Huh? No, those have to stay in the house
Oh, they do?
because we'll use those for the second one.
You need these?
Nope, those stay in the house for the second one. But thank you for anticipating. All right, we'll get some more chicken going for our other marinade. So where were we? Matt and Katie, our wonderful alpaca shearers, have come back to join us. You can come on in and sit down and have lunch. You can get tickets after. And they have a wide range of natural fiber products that they make. I think Matt was over there spinning earlier, which is really cool to watch. And then we have a table set up for Canine Stray Rescue, where we have all sorts of wonderful polar fleece that you can purchase for yourself, or you can purchase some and we will turn it into a blanket for the animals for you. That's all by donation. So go over and see Nancy. She's over by the garage. Then in the center, we have the Mistress of Games, Miss Kara, who's got all sorts of unicorn games for you. Everything from giant lawn Yahtzee to Unipong to, oh, you can dig for unicorn poop. I thought they were diamonds and sapphires, but I'm told they're unicorn poop because today everything is unicorn, you know. And, oh, she's just got all sorts of fun stuff over there. And then, like I said, at 1 o'clock, 1-ish, it's lodge time, we will have a wedding. All right, want to keep an eye on those, and since Bryant disappeared, got a lot of things going on right now, don't I? Start turning. Now this will cook very quickly. But you see, I cut the pieces down small. There we go. I'm going to get one more going. And then at some point, my brave cameraman, Russell, is going to give me the signal. And we'll take a quick break and come right back. So whenever he tells me it's time, that's what we will do. Brian's supposed to be out here watching me what I'm doing so that I can take a break and he'll take over for me. But anyway, like I said, we really want to stress summer grilling and such is great, but you just have to be really conscious of what you're doing. Are you back?
Yeah, I just swapped apron.
Did you?
The other one wasn't starched right.
Oh, gee, I hate it when that happens. All right, well. This is the other marinade that I made with a base of apple jelly. Now hold on, these two, and that one. Yeah, the three on the right. And then we're going to serve this over a fresh, crisp green salad. It's a light lunch. We have rolls that are in the oven right now. They'll be out shortly. So I hope you're hungry.
I am.
Are you? Well, you're always hungry.
I'm not scared of no food.
Yeah, so you see, I knew it was one of those things I didn't want to be standing out here chopping, although I know how you love to watch me chop. So I did this all early this morning. The chicken is all cleaned, chopped, and put back in the fridge. Okay, so these four on this end are that. I'm going to step out of here for just a second, and these four on this end are that. And I just dunked the whole brush.
Good deal.
I know it. All right. And I'll give you the tongs so you can keep them turning. And we will be back very shortly with the next step in our process. So in the meantime, everybody say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. The chicken is cooking, and we're almost to the point now where we're going to want to check our temperature. And Brian, what do we want our internal temperature to be?
Warm.
Very good, 165. You got that right. So, as you can see, it's all, oh, it smells so good. Now, see, you folks that are here are finally getting to smell what's cooking in the kitchen. Because I always say on my show, usually there's nobody around, and I say, oh, if only you were here and you could smell it. Oh, and it looks like our bride has just arrived. Oh, look how pretty you are. Oh, look how pretty. Have a seat. When we get done with the show here and I go to do other things, Brian's going to keep cooking so everybody gets lunch. Don't worry. We won't run out. So what we have again is one marinade that is based as a fresh mango base with the red onion and the red pepper and some red pepper flakes. And the other one, this came about quite by accident. I needed to do something quickly one day. I looked in the fridge, which I always do, and I said, apple jelly. So this started with apple jelly. It has honey mustard and jalapeno relish in it. So it's got a little bit of heat, not a lot. All right. When you're ready to start testing, probably those that went on first, you wanted to hit what? What do you want it to hit?
165 degrees.
There you go.
Fahrenheit.
There you go. And then if you behave, I'll let you go change your apron again.
Well, I don't want to change it.
Oh, you like this one now?
Well, I just want to be bad.
Okay. All right. All right. So it can't be stressed enough, and I keep saying it, you shouldn't be afraid of grilling. Grilling is easy, but especially in the summer, and especially when you're dealing with like poultry, and in a few minutes I'm going to pull out fresh greens. I don't want those two to touch at all until I'm ready to serve them. So I'm using separate implements for everything, which is not easy on a small space, but we can make it happen. So that's what we're going to do. And in just a moment, the rolls will come out and we will start serving. So that's what I'm doing. There's been so much going on up here, I can't even tell you. But we've been building towards this day, looking forward to it. We have a lot of unicorns wandering the property, some of whom I've never seen before. I'm not sure where they came from. There's one with lovely blue hair and a long flowing tail. She's very sweet. Oh, that's starting to smell really good, getting a little bit of the char on there. So once we finish with lunch, then we'll relax for a bit, and then it'll be time for the wedding. And in the meantime, there's games and there's crafts. And it's just not a big, wild, crazy day. It's just, okay, my unicorns are really enjoying their day. Can I just say that? They are really enjoying that this day is all about them, I gotta tell you. And they make me laugh. So I think they're all back up here today. You know, they've been wandering around town a lot lately. But I think today we have them all back up here. All right, how are they looking? Ready to check the temp?
No.
No?
Well, that looks pretty raw.
No, check the ones that we had. See where we are in some of them.
Okay.
We're just checking because we've got to give them a few more minutes. Woo! It's warm. Luckily this tent is air conditioned, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah, I know. And you're on the grill too. So that's what we're doing. It's just real simple. I've got fresh greens, and basically I'm not even going to dress the greens because the marinade will dress the greens. That with a nice hot biscuit, and away we go. Have you checked temp yet?
Yes, 130.
Okay, we're almost there. That's wonderful. Which means if my timing is right, then we will come into the third segment at just about the time the chicken's ready to come off the grill, and we can plate and serve. So that'll be wonderful. And I was just going to say something, I completely forgot what it was. It's that kind of a day. So that's where we are. And I'm keeping everything on ice back here. You don't want to bring out a pan of chicken and let it sit out in the heat, okay? So I'm keeping everything in the coolers, keeping it on ice, keeping it all separate. And once you get used to it, it's simple. You just don't want to cross those things. So that's what I'm doing. Everything out here today is on ice until it goes on the grill or onto your plate. And that's what we'll have for lunch. So oh, the hummingbird just went through. I love being outside. We had a mama and her two fawns went through a little bit earlier. That was lovely. So you still marinating?
I am.
You notice now that you put the mic on him, he's quiet? Did you notice that? Did you notice that? As soon as Brian put a mic on, he stopped talking? Uh-huh. See, I knew the unicorns would notice that. Yeah. All right.
These clubs are getting smaller.
I know.
Check that
I
out.
noticed that too. My left one was pretty good. But still, it's not a bad idea, but I do have spares, and I'm going to take these off when I get the salad out and put fresh gloves on. That way I'm not handling the fresh salad with the gloves I already touched the chicken with.
Plastic mittens.
I know. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get rid of these right now because the next thing I'm going to be doing is pulling some salad out. So I'm going to let my hands dry a little bit. And when we come back, we're going to be ready to wrap things up and we will have lunch. So I hope you're hungry. Everybody say yay! The crowd fluctuates. We get people in and out. We'll be back shortly. Hi there, it's Connie Miller from Connie's Kitchen here at Treetop Lodge on OCTV here in Oxford and on YouTube. I want you to come on back and enjoy the show. We've got a lot of episodes coming up and a lot of new stuff running, and we're doing all sorts of different things. We're grilling and everything else here at the lodge. We're busy, so come on back. I want to see you soon. Thank you.
Oxford Orient Fish helps provide emergency aid to the people of Oxford, Ligorian, Addison, and Oakland Townships. One of the only self-served food banks in the state, Oxford Orient Fish provides once-a-month food supplies based on the size of the family. To donate, volunteer, or to find out more, call Oxford Orient Fish at 248-628-3933 or go to their website, oxfordorientfish.org. Oxford Orient Fish, neighbors helping neighbors.
Everybody gets wedding cake.
Yeah.
One end is yellow and one end is chocolate. Have whatever you like. There you go. Will you love her and honor her and laugh with her and comfort her? Oh, that's just what I wanted to hear. Did you have anything you wanted to say?
I love you. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life.
And without further ado, I pronounce that you are now husband and wife. You may kiss your lovely bride. And we're back, and the chicken is almost ready. I'm changing my gloves. I have sanitized my cutting board, because remember it had the raw chicken on it. And now I'm going to be handling the greens. And in just a few minutes, my lovely daughter, who I keep threatening to have on the show, will be walking through that door with fresh biscuits. She said, oh, am I really? Like, well, how else are they going to get out here? So, how are we coming on the chicken, Bri?
It's cooking. It's looking good.
All right. See, looking good. That's what I like to hear. All right. All the greens, all hand washed. All that's true. There she is. There's Larissa. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
And we have fresh biscuits. You can put those lids over there. Look at that. Everybody ready for fresh biscuits?
I know I am.
It's kind of a quiet crowd. All right. As I said, this is mixed greens. It's like 3 or 4 different greens. We washed them all down, patted them all down. Luckily, I had a unicorn helping me, which is always nice. And then cut them. And if you want to keep them, put them into a big Ziploc bag like this, still a little bit damp. Put a dry paper towel in. It'll absorb just enough of the moisture so that your greens won't get limp and soggy on you. And you want them to stay kind of crispy because we're going to set that hot chicken right on top.
Or you can do what I do.
What's that?
Don't eat vegetables.
Well, that's true. You don't eat the vegetables. Brian, would you run into the kitchen refrigerator and you will find 2 more containers of marinade that have not been touched, and bring your other basting brush out.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the other basting brush is for. All right, we're a little bit at 6s and 7s here, but you get the drift. So what I did was I kept clean marinade in the house that hasn't been anywhere near the chicken, and we will marinate the chicken again once we serve it, so you get the flavor through your greens. Does that look good? Nice and fresh? I suppose I don't need this other one right now, do I? I keep bringing an extra thermometer out in case I drop one or break one. Extra of everything, because once you drop something, you're done. So you take it in and sanitize it. Did you find them?
Yep. They
Wonderful.
Stay inside. I feel like I'm breaking the rules.
That's right. There you go. Now when you're ready to bring the chicken off, set this over here. Look at this. I'm going to make this space work. Just set one right here on my cutting board, which is now clean and ready for cooked chicken. Oh, look at those. They're charring up nicely. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Whenever you're ready.
This one, I bet one's ready.
You bent one of the skewers? Well, that's the thing about using the wood. I just like to be able to use them and soak them because sometimes the metal ones are a little harder to control the temp or to read the temp. Where are you? Be patient. It has to hold it for 5 seconds.
It's kind of warm though.
It is. I know. Maybe I should get you some barbecuing mitts. I hadn't thought of that. All right, so we're waiting on the chicken.
Oh, look at that.
I think it's perfection. Okay, here we go. The first helpings are coming up. Set it right there. Thank you, sir. Now, because my mama didn't raise no fool. I don't know, maybe she did. There we go. All right, the chicken's not going to come off here as neatly as I would like, but it's coming up. There we go. There we go. And the nice thing, even though these sauces are similar, I can smell that this is the mango marinade. So I will add a little bit more of the mango marinade to it.
If you can't tell, you can just taste it.
I don't think that's considered good form, is to taste the food before you serve it. Do you think?
Well, gotta know it tastes good.
That's true.
And a beautiful salad.
Isn't that pretty? Nice and fresh. And we can go ahead and serve this.
Almost ready for another.
Since I don't have any servers, how about you, little unicorn? Would you come be my server for a moment? Okay, the unicorn wasn't available, but Kara is.
Can't see it.
I'll just start scooping these and you can start taking them out to the guests. Do you have more chicken for me?
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry if there's a slight delay, folks. Oh, look at this. This is pretty. I just dropped some on the ground so that we'll just leave that there. Oh, these skewers do get awful hot, Brian.
This grill gets awful hot too.
I know it.
Good thing we have this air conditioning.
I know it. Makes all the difference in the world. There we go. And that one is the apple. Kara, what did you do with your unicorn?
Put it back.
Send him back to where he came from?
I'll put them back on.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, cool.
You can be a unicorn when you want to. You don't have to.
I know I don't want to fall over myself.
Okay, sometimes you have to practice at being a unicorn. Here we go. And you know what? After you bring that, go ahead. I'm going to have you take these napkins and forks over there so it gives me a little bit more room. And that's the nice thing about being outside. Now I'm going to have to clean that all up later. But in the meantime, I could just toss them. So we'll keep scooping here. And how are we doing as far as our time on this day? I think we're doing quite well. The biscuits are still warm. Is there more chicken coming up? Look at that. Ask and you will receive. Kara, you want to grab the napkins and the forks and set them on that first table so that, woo! Brian, I wanted them cooked. I didn't want to burn myself. Now see, I can go back and forth with the brush on this one because this is all nice and clean. Get some marinade going on there. Biscuit, here you go, Miss Kara. Thank you so much. As soon as I get some more chicken up. But Brian is being very careful in checking temperatures. Aren't you, Brian?
Super duper.
Super duper. You know, you put an apron on him and he's just, he just goes out of, it's very, very careful and very responsible.
Yep. That's all it takes is an apron.
That's right.
That's how I grew up.
But no salad.
Oh, absolutely not.
No. Brian is also a great help to me. He helps me quite often at the free meal program. And there's been a couple of times he's taken the lead on the cooking, which is really nice because I've been cooking for like 6 years for that program. And it's nice to have other people come in and create something that I hadn't thought of before. We did state fair subs one time, which sounded really weird, but you take these loaves and you carved them out and you added, and they were wonderful. And that was all Brian. And then there was the one night he made chili. That turned out really well. Not everyone thought so, but one gentleman confused it. He wanted to know why we used fish in the chili. Well, we don't. All right, so we're going to continue serving here, and I'm going to say stay and enjoy the festival. We'll be back at dinner. We're going to get you all fed, and then we're going to have a wedding. So I will see you soon in Connie's Kitchen. This was episode number 28, and come back this afternoon for episode 29, and I'll have things together a little bit better. So in the meantime, say goodbye, Brian.
Adios.
No, to that.
Oh.
The camera.
See you later. Oh, that one.
The camera. Say goodbye to the unicorns. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.
President Roosevelt signed the Bill of Rights.
I've always appreciated the American Legion's
My gratitude to the American
Thank
Legion.
you all of the American Legion.
We have millions of veterans that are members of our organization. Thank you.
The American Legion. We serve America and its veterans. We pledge ourselves to our veterans, our youth, a strong national defense, and Americanism. These 4 pillars shape our work and what we do for America. There is power in our numbers. We're the largest organization of wartime veterans in the nation. We are 2.5 million members strong, men and women from every state in the nation and around the world. No other veterans organization wields this kind of power. We work relentlessly within our 4 pillars of service, and we succeed. The American Legion takes care of our fellow veterans and their families. We maintain close ties with Congress and the leaders in Washington, D.C. They respect us. They listen to us. We sponsor research and press for medical care and benefits for all veterans and active duty service members, whether they are members of the American Legion or not.
President Roosevelt signs G.I. Joe's Bill of Rights.
You've heard of the GI Bill of Rights, one of the most important pieces of social legislation of the 20th century. It was written and passed largely through the efforts of the American Legion. We were instrumental in the formation of what is now the Department of Veterans Affairs, to make sure our veterans get the care and benefits they are promised and deserve. The young people of our nation are our future. They benefit from exceptional programs and generous scholarships that only the American Legion offers. We provide athletic programs like American Legion Junior Shooting Sports, Legion Baseball, and educational and civics programs like the Oratorical Scholarship Contest, and Boys State and Boys Nation.
As Supreme Court Justice Hugo Black stated, the quality of justice that Americans receive should not depend upon the amount of money they have.
We promote citizenship and an appreciation of government. We have all been directly involved in our nation's defense as wartime veterans. We know what policies, tools, and manpower our military needs to protect this great country. We fight to get these things done.
We're all very grateful to have the American Legion on point.
We take our case all the way to the top in Washington, D.C. to ensure that America is prepared for any threat. We are patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. These pillars represent not just what we do, but who we are. We're here to serve our fellow veterans, their families, and all of America. We are here for them. We are here for you. The American Legion asks you to join us in our mission. If you share our vision and commitment to America, visit our website at legion.org or your nearest American Legion post today.